You good?
Somebody pull out Ezekiel.
Ezekiel 38. You want it right now? This is Ezekiel 38 and 1. The word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
Right. This is because Russia is Gog and Magog, and he said prophesy against him. The chief prince, the princes of Meshach and Tubal. He said prophesy against them. So the land Russia is a significant part of this whole thing, because Russia is basically going to be the backbone of a lot of these smaller nations, or any nation on that, or basically every nation on the other side of the world that's coming against America, that's hate the whore, which is every last one of them. I got an article. This is from the Fox News World, right? It says North Korea. It says Putin says U.S. and North Korea are on the verge of a large-scale conflict. Right? See, everybody think it's like we're gonna beat the hell out of North Korea, but not realizing Russia is about to get involved with this thing, man. If you don't get it correct, Putin is basically making a little small like threat, and they think America cannot be defeated. America will be defeated. This says. Oh, go ahead.
Because not too long ago, I'm going to say a few weeks ago, China said that if America even touches North Korea before they had a chance to calm the situation down and have discussions with Kim Jong-un, you know, they was going to step in and fight against America if anything was to happen to them. So, you know, it's not just Russia. It's not just Russia ready to step up to America.
Sorry about your accident.
Bored, dude. This is the article. The article says Russian President Vladimir Putin cautioned the United States on Friday not to apply too much pressure on North Korea regarding, kind of funny, regarding its nuclear weapons program, because they're like, basically, you got the nerve, you know? It says, and you test your missiles.
And the whole thing about the nuclear weapons program, you know, that America established with, you know, all of these different countries around the world, like Iran, you know, and China and Russia, they're trying to stop these nations from having nuclear weapons, you know, so that they can continue having that power and that reign over them, you know, because the fact that these other nations have those nuclear capabilities, that makes America weak. That's the reason why the scripture says, "Art thou become as weak as we?"
Right. Now it says, I'm gonna read it again because he made it. This Putin speaking. It says Russian President Vladimir Putin cautions, meaning he's basically making a light warning. He's cautioning you better be careful. Careful. He says the United States, he cautioned the United States on Friday not to apply too much pressure on North Korea regarding its nuclear weapons program, saying the strained relationship between the two countries was on the verge of a large-scale conflict.
A large-scale conflict. That means everybody. That means the whole world, you know?
All right, it says Putin posted the warning on the Kremlin website before he left for the BRICS nation. What's the BRICS nation, bro?
Brazil, Russia, China, India, Brazil, Russia, China, Iran, and South Africa.
Okay, it says, so he was going to that. So he says, he's for the BRICS Nations Summit in China. Now, notice America wasn't like invited to this. All right? So, Reuters report, Putin called on the two nations to open up dialogue with one another. Now, who usually does that? What country usually tells other nations to make a dialogue? The United States. That tells you the power is leaving the United States and their so-called police of the world is leaving. When you get Russia, to start explaining. I mean, the Russian president to tell them, yeah, it's basically, look, man, y'all better get this shit together, or I'm gonna whoop both y'all ass. That's what it's, all right? Or I'm gonna whoop the bully ass, right? Now it says it's essential to resolve the region's problem through direct dialogue involving all sides without advancing any precautions for such talks. Putin wrote, provocation, pressure, and Bisicos and offensive rhetoric in the road to nowhere. So all that bickering, you doing this, you doing that, man, it ain't leading to nothing. That's what America might say, right? He said everything you speaking on, that rhetoric that you talking about, is leading to nowhere because Kim Jong-un gonna keep shooting his missiles, testing them, see how far he can make it. The United States gonna keep on talking like they the big bad wolf, knowing they pump faking. All right?
It's going to end up leading to something bigger, man.
Right.
Because a close ally to North Korea is China. And who is America's closest ally? I'm not America, Slovakia, Russia's closest ally. You know? Russia's closest ally is China, man. So if North Korea gets into a conflict with America, that's going to bring China and Russia into this thing. And then there was certain sanctions that America imposed on Russia, you know, certain on their with their energy, you know, basically cutting them off from trading energy and certain things with the European nations, man.
Right.
So that what that did was that forced China and Russia to become even closer. So hell yeah, they're allies. You know? So go ahead and let some pop off with North Korea. Although we know that before anything pops off on a large scale, that RFID chip has to be implemented first.
Right, but what's the Lord doing? He's
mustering up the battle.
Now this is another article that was on this article. I hit it. It says Trump administration retaliates against Russia, forces closure of U.S. posts. Now, what happened was basically it says the Trump administration on Thursday retaliates against Russia for expelling hundreds of U.S. diplomats, announcing Moscow will be required to close several posts in major American cities. Let me read that again. The Trump administration on Thursday retaliates against Russia for expelling hundreds of U.S. diplomats, announcing Moscow will be required to close several posts in major American cities. Now look, they done did this. They did this already. Now, what took America so long to do the same exact thing? It's been done. Now America's is trying to use anything that. What does a post have to do with the World War? When the dude that owned Barclay up in, I believe, Jersey, when he took all his Russian offices back over there to Russia, that's telling you they're getting out of here because they know something going on, right? All right, let me go back to this, because when Ezekiel was telling you, like Russia is basically making themselves a stand in the world in geopolitics and let you know, look, man, you ain't gonna just come over here while you over there on the other side of the world telling somebody what to do. We ain't got no problem with it. What's your problem? You know? All right. It says it's an essential to. Let me read one more article. Putin wrote the relationships between the two countries had worsened to the point that it had balance on the verge of a large-scale conflict. Yeah, because America started sending, America and Japan and also South Korea started bombing like the border started dropping bombs over there. But they were doing it in the hills, you know, just as like showing like Russia did it, try to provoke them.
But they shot missiles into the water.
Yeah, right.
You want to shoot it?
And yeah, so that's how it be, man. It's not it doesn't match. In Russia's opinion, the calculation that it is possible to halt North Korea's nuclear missile programs exclusively by putting pressure on Pyongyang is erroneous and futile. They like this. Hey, this. How you gonna tell them to stop?
It's futile.
Yeah, it's futile. How you gonna tell them to stop with a nuclear program when you got one?
I read that last night.
And we know they don't even have it a large scale like you got. You know? And we gave them the technology. Proven wrote. So, whatever. Ted, too tough.
Ted, too tough.
He tough.
Hey, it's tough, yeah.
You ain't tough.
Yeah,
you ain't tough. You ain't tough.
You get
He ain't tough. On Tuesday, don't worry about it. Don't worry. Man. On Tuesday, North Korea escalated the conflict, launching a mid-range ballistic missile over U.S. ally Japan.
Came back with
Kim Jong-un, the leader of the hermit. Look, man, Jake gonna be destroyed, man.
Hell yeah.
Well, hey, look, we had a Jake that was like, it's really nothing, but the spirit, the dude walked by here already, didn't have that face.
No,
he had it earlier. Oh, the earlier?
Yeah, the first time. He came back with his mama this time.
Because that's how you know who his mama is. Yeah. Dude, we don't even have to ask them what's going on. They know the spirit what's going on. They know that we're against this place. They know who we're against.
Yeah.
We're against the so-called white man, woman, and child who destroyed us, man. Yeah. Who put us in this position that we're in, but through the Lord, man. Go ahead. It says on Tuesday, North Korea escalated the conflict, launching a mid-range ballistic missile over U.S. ally Japan. Kim Jong-un, the leader of the Hermit Kingdom, called the launch a meaningful prelude. He said it was meaningful. It was a meaningful prelude to why he shot this missile. So basically, it was something that he meant to do. It says to contain Guam, which is home to a number of U.S. military bases. So that's why they say they're gonna shoot at Guam, because it's closer to them. Meaning they got a whole bunch of military bases that's closer to them in the island of Guam. So they like, that's a threat to them over there. So they say, they let you know, if you shoot, if anything happens, the first wave is that Guam base, which is right there with all them U.S. military bases. And you got Hawaii, Pearl Harbor area over there. But Guam is probably closer. They just trying to let you know, we'll get you first. And now you have to send your big troops. But then we got Big Brother over here talking, got our back. Because they not doing it for no reason. They know Russia got their back. Hey, Q put a call like, hey, look, do what you want to do. Hold on, hey, hold on, let me take this drink. He's sitting with hey, Kim Jong, hey man, let's shake this beehive up. It's a little bit too quiet out here. So the Lord is mustering up the battle in the war. That's why we gotta be saved, man. We have to be saved for the Lord. For the Lord, we gotta wait on Him. We gotta wait on Him. We gotta wait on the Lord, man. That's why we stand out here and we preach the word to our people to let them know that, hey, these are the last days. The last days is here. These are the last seconds on earth, man. These are the last minutes, the last hours, man. Nobody gonna be raising their children and seeing them go to college. The Lord is not playing, man. He's about to destroy this place. That was something. Man, brother came up and took a picture. I ain't never seen nobody just took a picture of the sign. And without saying nothing, he took a picture of the sign. He saw it and he walked by and came back. What he gonna what he gonna do with it? But whatever you do with it, it's gonna be, it can be sent for the truth.
Revelations 18-21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you now, yes, look at Greatmillstone. We the only ones out here. The brothers out here in Greatmillstone, the spirit of Yahweh Shai is about to be thrown by the Lord through this millstone, and thus with violence. Because through this word, it's being deemed as violence. But we are destroying this place, destroying the system of America through this word. Yes. If anybody out there got a problem with us saying the Greatmillstone is the top, brothers is out here doing this work, you crazy. The brothers out here making this thing work, and the only one pushing this out. Not dry, doing this work, man. We doing this work. Go ahead, bro.
and shall be found no more at all.
Because the prophets came over here and the Lord let us be. He's not going to be found no more. America's not going to be found no more on the map. Because why you think the escalation in North Korea is happening? Why you think Russia is about to get involved? Actually, Russia is warning. Russia is about to be involved with this. They just warned America yesterday that, hey, leave them alone. Y'all got missiles. Why you care? Go ahead.
Ezekiel 38:1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face up.
Okay. Anybody got something? Go ahead, bro. Go back.
This is verse 2. It says, Son of man, set thy face against God, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
He's telling his prophets to press your face against Gog and Magog.
No.
Ancient name for the land of Russia is Gog and Magog. That's what the Bible is telling you. The Lord is telling you through the Spirit. He said, do that. Turn your face against Gog and Magog. Go ahead.
Peace.
And prophesy
It's going to happen
against
too.
them.
It's going
And
to
say,
happen.
thus saith Yahweh power. Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee and put hooks in thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor.
Right. He said but he told him that he's against him. But look, I'm still gonna pull hooks in your jaws, because I'm gonna take you back to that communist state where you wanted to kill everybody, man. You wanted to kill, and mainly America. Because that's your main enemy. I'm gonna take you back.